We finally have some real information on just how much money Xbox Game Pass makes. All right, guys, before we get into this, my goal is to hit 10K subscribers by the end of the year, and I see a lot of you are new here. If you like daily content, you like these styles of videos, please consider hitting that subscribe button. One of the best things about the Activision Blizzard Sega going on here with all of the market authorities looking into this deal is that we are getting a lot of information as consumers as to just how well Xbox is doing or how bad they're doing, what PlayStation truly thinks when it comes to competition, what other companies truly think about this deal. All of that type of stuff is coming out, and there's a lot of interesting information. And some of the information that has just surfaced is how much money Game Pass is actually making. Now, this is something of debate that people continuously go back and forth on. A lot of people believe that Xbox Game Pass is not profitable. It doesn't make any money. They're just burning through money to try to get user acquisition to grow the service. And they're not even close to that point yet where they're making money with the amount of content and value that's on the service. And you have other people out there who have said that it is making money. Maybe it's not making as much money as they believe they can make yet, which I don't think it is yet. I'm sure it's making some profit, but it's obviously not near the peak as to in terms of the amount of subscribers they need for them to be extremely profitable. Phil Spencer has come out, he said it's sustainable. He has mentioned that Game Pass isn't going anywhere. It isn't burning through cash. The point of a business isn't to burn through cash. And we got some more numbers here from, again, the CADE decision, the Brazilian Market Authority, and Xbox Game Pass. So it says here, CADE released a public document outlining its thought process on the approval and included a ton of data on Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, and others. And you can see the chart here where it's showing that Microsoft made $2.9 billion in 2021 from multiple game subscription services for consoles. And then there's this other chart here that Tweaktown put out, which is a very good chart showing the difference in where they're making their money in terms of the game services. So 2.9 billion for Game Pass, and then 9.681 billion for other, which includes all of the other digital transactions like Xbox Live Gold that comes with Xbox, which would put Xbox Game Pass at roughly 18% of Microsoft's total yearly Xbox revenue. Now, they take these numbers from 2021, where Microsoft had said that they had grown Game Pass from 15 to 18 million subscribers. And we know right now that I think they're about over 25 million. So these are older numbers. Those revenues could be much higher than that, but 18%. I don't know if Microsoft and Xbox are looking at that as a huge success. If they want it to be 18%, they want it to be higher, like what their goal is for the percentage of revenues that they expect Xbox Game Pass to be at. Another thing to really keep in mind when looking at these revenue numbers is that this is just for consoles. It doesn't include the PC Game Pass earnings, so that number could be much higher. Who knows how well PC Game Pass is doing overall. I would have a feeling that PC Game Pass is doing pretty good, as more people have access to the platform of PC right now than they do have access to it on Xbox. So these numbers, like I said, we don't know if this is good. We don't know if this is bad. One thing we do know for sure, though, is that as Xbox has continued to grow their amount of subscribers, they've continued to purchase up more studios, more developers, and been adding more and more games and content to the platform, which has led to the growth of Game Pass continually getting higher. And then once more games do start to come out on Xbox Game Pass, once they're able to start dropping those first-party day-and-date games, Starfield, Redfall, Perfect Dark, the next Gears, making Halo more relevant, adding updates to that, all of that type of stuff, the amount of subscribers are going to continue to grow, and the amount of revenue is going to continue to grow. But it's hard to deny $3 billion in revenue just from consoles, when we know this is available via cloud and PC, is a very large number. How much of that is profit? We also don't know that, because we know of how much money they're spending with a $70 billion acquisition, with a $7.5 billion acquisition. How much are they taking in? But at the end of the day, they have numbers that they know that if they meet those numbers, their profit is going to be extremely high. It's going to continue to grow exponentially. And that's why they're making all these purchases. They can see that correlation by getting more content, more games into the service growing. That will lead them to where they want to be. So it'll be interesting to see as more of these numbers come out. And again, this is only for the 15 to 18 million subscriber number. We know they've grown past that. We go over here to Twitter and we have some back and forth. This person saying if PlayStation Plus has 47 million subs and they're all at the basic $59 or $60 a month plan, it's about the same amount. You mean to tell me that Xbox gave all its games away day one and still only made as much as PlayStation did on PS Plus? response here, which is a great response because this response to the amount of money Xbox is making on Game Pass, comparing it to PlayStation Plus, it's not even in a comparable thing. They're making as much money on PlayStation Plus as PlayStation Plus is potentially. I don't know if this is based in fact what he's saying, but they're making as much money as PlayStation Plus is making with far less subscribers so far to the service. And the response here says, this isn't the burn you think it is. Xbox Game Pass with more than 2 times fewer subscribers than PS Plus generated 2.9 billion in revenue. And these numbers don't even include PC. These are console-only Game Pass revenues. How foolish do you feel? And Xbox right now with Game Pass is still, I would say, in that user acquisition phase. They're still trying to continue to grow at a fast rate to hit that number. When there's going to be a point where the service itself, the growth does start to slow down, does start to kind of level off. And that's why they need to continue with getting great content and games on there and eventually get to that point, which Phil Spencer has talked about. They need to get to the point of releasing a good first-party game every 3 to 4 months onto the platform. And at the end of the day, with the amount of studios that they have purchased, with the amount of IPs that they have, they could even, if they were to get everything lined up properly, release a game every 2 months, brand new day and date from Xbox Game Studios into Xbox Game Pass. If they're able to eventually start getting to that point, the growth for this service is going to be crazy. The profit, the revenues are going to be insane. And Xbox Game Pass is going to continue to add value and more games for the users. And I think that's one of the main reasons why people are so excited about this service, is because you look at it right now, you see how much value is within Xbox Game Pass. You see all the day and date stuff coming in the future. And once that starts dropping, that's just the beginning. Once Activision Blizzard comes over, there's all the potential for all of those games as well coming day and date, and then further IPs in back catalog, which Phil Spencer has said he wants to look into coming onto this service as well. It's really exciting. It's a time in gaming that people love to hate on Game Pass, people love to hate on Xbox, but as a consumer who loves playing video games, there's literally not been a better service in my entire life that has been even close to the amount of value that Game Pass is giving right now. And it'll be insane if they can continue to deliver more value in the future. But that's it for me, guys. What are your thoughts on those numbers? $2.9 billion in revenues from Xbox Game Pass in 2021, and that's only for console. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you're new here, you liked what you saw, consider hitting that subscribe button. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video.